Hey y'all, one of my friends asked me to do a video on how to tune your guitar using harmonics or just using the frets. And this is going to be how to tune to standard tuning. You could use how to tune frets to tune other strings in different tunings, but I don't think you can. It's going to be really hard to use the harmonics to tune in open tunings because it just doesn't. It kind of doesn't work that way, unless it probably could. But well, let's get started. So your standard tuning is this. It sounds a little bit flat because that's how I tuned it. So it's E A D G B E. Starting off with this note. So I'm gonna detune all my strings a little bit flat, and I'm going to show you how to tune it back. So you see how it's out of tune, how it's detuned, right? So basically, how you want to tune with the harmonics, you'd want to have you want to tune this the sixth string to E. This is tuned down to D or D sharp. So this is tuned now. This is now tuned. You gotta like keep listening to how an E is tuned, and from then on it should be easier. You could technically tune everything by ear, but I like this. This is the way how I tune it. If it's just slightly flat or slightly sharp, so this is tuned to E. This is A, and by the way, this tuning is at A440, so you're directly in standard pitch. So if you were to play an AC/DC song, your E, like for example, your E would probably be like this, or it could be like this. They're all E, they're just not a 440. So yeah. So now how to tune by harmonics. So you have harmonics at the 12th fret. And you also have it at the 5th fret and the 7th fret. My app is set to clean channel, so basically, if you want to tune the next string, which is the 5th string, you want to tune it to A, right? And you basically, if you want to tune by frets, you want it to match this note. It's not, but we'll do the frets after. So this is gonna be tuned by harmonics. Watch this. So you use the fifth fret of the 6th string, and you wanna play the harmonic, and for it to match the 7th fret of the 5th string. So you see it doesn't match, right? So you gotta keep experimenting with the tuning peg. Still doesn't match. See, it's starting to match because I'm trying to tighten it. See, it's matching now. See, now they're the same thing. You just gotta experiment with the peg. You gotta play the harmonic on the 5th, and the string adjacent to it, you gotta play the 7th. Now, the same thing for the next string. It would be this. And you want to tune this to D. There. It might be slightly flat or sharp, depending how I hear it. I'm kind of a bit tone deaf, but this is how I hear it. Now the next string, same thing. I tuned it a bit sharp. Should be good. I noticed that for playing a long time, the G string really goes out of tune if you like bend it or anything. Yeah, it goes out of tune. But yeah, you want it to match this harmonic right here. The same rule applies. Now this is where it gets a bit different, because this note, it's not gonna match this string. I think it's because the frets, the notes in the scale don't match together. That's hard to explain. So what you could probably do is find, because this note here you wanted to tune it to B, right? This note right here is a B note at the 7th fret of the 6th string. So you play this harmonic. You could use this harmonic right here. And after that, that's the only exception. After that, it should stay the same. You want to tune this to E, right? It's slightly flat. So play the harmonic on the 5th fret of the B string. It may be slightly out of tune, but you can probably fix it. Yeah, so that now you're tuned to E, A, D, G, B, E. You can do all your standard tuning, tunings. Now I'm only gonna detune the few strings now. Now we're gonna tune using the strings. It shouldn't be that difficult. So do what you did in the beginning. Try your best to tune this to like E at 440. It doesn't have to be. Because if this is slightly out of tune, all your other strings will follow, and it's gonna sound terrible. Even if you're playing with the recording, or if you're playing on your own, or with somebody else, it's not gonna sound that good. So you want this to be really in tune. Now now how you want to tune the next string to A, right? Well, you should know the notes on the guitar. So basically, you know this, the 5th fret of the E string is an A note, and you know you're gonna tune this to A. So why not use this as a reference point to tune this to A? See, I'm just using the 5th fret. See, you see how they see, they're both, because they're both A. If you know how to tune that, then you can probably. Now the next thing is to tune the D string. Oh well, you know there's a D note on the 5th fret of the A string. You just have to match the pitch correctly as to what your ear hears. So, and you're just experimenting with the tuning knobs. There you go. In fact, you don't even have to use this. You could technically use this, but on the musical scale, when it's notated, this D, I think this D is really lower than this D. So I just stick with the adjacent strings to be quite honest with you. Yeah, you can use this to tune the G string. So 5th fret of the D string. There you go. So basically, tuning your guitar by ear, it's not all that difficult. It just takes a lot of time and playing. I always wanted to tune guitar by my ear, so I know I can play guitar without there having to be a tuner, and you can. It's also good to know because you can play with recordings that are not in standard tuning, that are not in standard pitch exactly, and also it's good if you don't have a tuner around, and it's just something every guitar player should know, because I don't know, it's just, I think it's just good for any guitar player or any musician to know. But yeah, you could be playing with like a keyboard player, and you could be tuned to what they're tuned to. So this could be the A that you're tuned to, but they could be tuned to this A, which is a slightly sharper A. See, you compare, this is A at 440. This is A just above 440. They're still A, they're just not at standard pitch. Which is why it's really good to know. Which is why you should be able to hear stuff to what you can understand, because it would be like really helpful when you're playing, so you know what to tune to, and you don't really need a tuner. But I think if you're a beginner, if you're like beginning to use guitar, play guitar, I think having a tuner is a really good thing, because you're not really focused on like how well your guitar is tuned. All you want to do is like learn some chords, play to your ability or whatever. But when you're more experienced, I think you should learn how to tune guitar by ear. It's just something you should know. It's just something that a lot of guitar players. Alright, thanks for watching.